Welcome to Subramani. I was recently asked to speak about this digital arrest scam which is going around the country. My request is, if you can understand English, please hear this. Please make notes. Please understand and explain it to people who don't understand English. I may make this video in Tamil and Hindi also, but that's beside the point. Digital arrest, and since I was asked to speak, I prepared a speech. It was a slightly longish speech. I don't know whether the people wanted to hear me for 10-15 minutes, but here is what it is. What is digital arrest? Digital arrest is a sophisticated cyber fraud where scammers impersonate law enforcement officials such as police, CBI, Central Bureau of Investigation, ED, Enforcement Directorate, or customs officers to extort money from victims. Which means they call and say, your number has been misused for making obscene phone calls. Your number has been misused for threatening people. Somebody has sent you a parcel which has got drugs and which is lying in customs. So you have under arrest, right? So this is how they do, and I just don't understand why you should be worried about income tax, police, customs, anybody misusing your number or things like that. You have not done it, right? And the people who fall victims are 70-year-olds. Why should a 70-year-old be worried that somebody has misused his number? And let us accept one thing: the government of India doesn't do anything on phone, right? So even if it is an income tax notice, it is always sent to you by registered post, not even ordinary post. GST notice, income tax notice. Have you ever got an income tax officer calling you and saying come for a hearing? It very rarely happens unless you've given your number and said, look, I've come for the hearing, the boss is not here, so let me come after some time, and then you leave your number with the inspector or somebody and then he calls you. Now income tax has also become faceless, so if I have to get a notice, I get it online, and if I have to reply, I reply online. So physically, no government department ever calls to tell you something, right? It is very, very rare. I can't imagine SEBI or income tax or anybody calling. So first of all, so know that it means somebody will call you and say you are under arrest, you cannot move, and you please transfer so much money for you to be sorted out. And there are examples which I'll give you where one person has lost 30 crores. I mean, there's some kind of a guilt trip which a person must be to pay this kind of money to get out of some trouble. Which means he either has 300 crores where he can afford to give this, or he's been so scared that he has parted with money. If somebody has been saved, it is because the suspicious bank manager has said, don't break this FD, talk to the police. And then they found out that it was a scam. I'll give you examples later. It's going to take a long time. The term digital arrest refers to the scammers' tactic of placing victims under surveillance via video calls, claiming that they are restricted from leaving or contacting others till they comply with demands. So, if you are sitting in front of your phone and you are talking to them, they'll say you cannot make any other calls, you cannot disconnect. If you disconnect, we will come there, etc., etc. So, my advice to senior citizen is to say, go take a walk. Just tell them, go take a walk. But this is easier said than done, because if the call actually comes to me and I feel a little weak, good chance that I will panic and say, okay, I'll transfer money to you. So if it is 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, people don't even think. And if you see the scam details, people have transferred money in lakhs and one person in crores. This creates a psychological pressure, because the person who is calling you from a WhatsApp call, and you see a police inspector or somebody there with a cap and all that, and you are really worried. You think, oh my God, something is happening. So psychologically, they believe that you are under some kind of a physical arrest without being physically there, right? You are under digital arrest, and they have led to losses leading to, the figure is something like 2,700 crores since 2022. Let me repeat, 2,700 crores since 2022. In 2024 alone, 1,20,000 complaints were reported and total losses were 1,935 crores. The operations often originate from countries like Myanmar, Laos and Cambodia. right? It's not somebody from India who is doing, and there's a very good chance that this person is an Indian who has gone there and who is under arrest, in the sense that they will not let him leave because they need an Indian voice on that side to make these calls. So these people are told that there are jobs in call centers, and so the person who is calling you is also a victim of a bigger fraud, right? Somebody is controlling him. He does not have a choice of what he has to say. So what really happens? The scammers exploit fear, authority and urgency to manipulate victims, often targeting elderly or non-tech savvy individuals who might have some financial assets. And typically this is what happens. Initial contact and accusation. The scam begins with a phone call, a WhatsApp message or a video call, mostly a video call with some nice photograph of a police inspector or a customs officer. That man may not even know that his photo is being misused, and or said that, oh, we are calling from FedEx typically, or some Blue Dart, some courier service, and they inform the victim that an illegal parcel has been intercepted at airport or customs, or something like income tax, there is a problem. It's more like airport and customs, and saying somebody has sent this to you. In fact, I got a call saying somebody has sent this to you. I said, you can keep it, I don't want. He said, no, it's not like that, it's going to be more prosecution. I said, please issue me a notice, I'll let my lawyer handle it. After that I did not hear. So obviously they were trying. I could have played the game, but I didn't want to play the game too long. They'll tell you that it is containing some contraband drugs, etc., or your phone has been misused to make obscene calls. Women have complained against it, which is very scary for men, right? And then they will transfer the call to somebody saying, we will escalate you to some fake senior officer, and that officer, I remember a friend getting a call from a guy with a very thick Malayali accent and saying, I am calling from Marol police station, and he named himself some Patil or Deshmukh or something like that, and it was a joke because you could, from his accent, you knew that the call was perhaps originated in Kerala, for all I care. And then you're on Skype or WhatsApp, which means that phone can't be traced. The scammer appears in uniform, uses official looking backgrounds. There'll be a photo of maybe Dr. Ambedkar or Mahatma Gandhi, and shows forged documents like arrest warrants and FIR or court orders, with fake signatures to build credibility. Then you're placed under a digital arrest. They are told that meaning that they must remain on the video call continuously, sometimes for hours or days. Maybe you're allowed to drink water or eat food, and cannot disconnect, and you can't avoid, you have to avoid contacting family, bank, anybody, or the real police. Scammers claim that this is a legal process to verify the victim's innocence, and any non-compliance will lead to immediate physical arrest. This is very scary. I think it's also scary to note that Indians are so scared of officials, right? I think it comes from the British chime that we are afraid of the police, and the behavior of the police and the IAS officers, the arrogance with which they behave, does not allow somebody to just walk into a police station and have a friendly conversation. It's not going to be very easy, right? So then there's a prolonged surveillance, follow-up to maximize extractions. Scammers will keep calling, going back, fabricating stories and having more accusation. It weaponizes cognitive biases like obedience to authority, etc. So let me give you some examples. I had to give some examples of those people. So first, the biggest one recorded is the Bengaluru techie who loses 32 crores. To be precise, 31.83 crores. A 57-year-old, believe it or not, IT professional received a call about an illegal parcel containing drugs linked to his Aadhaar. Transferred the call to fake CBI officers. He was placed under digital arrest for months, making 187 bank transfers to clear his name. It's one of India's biggest single victim losses, and I honestly don't know who could part with 31 crores of honestly made money. Something is absolutely wrong, but these are facts which I've got from a newspaper. Telangana senior citizen loses 1.92 crores in 2025. 71-year-old was contacted about a suspicious parcel, then arrested and by imposters posing as police officers. Threatened with jail, the victim transferred multiple sessions. He transferred money of about 2 crores, but some people were arrested in that case. Delhi fraud ring for about 88 lakhs in 2025. 3 men ran a scheme combining digital arrest with investment fraud, luring victims to online platforms and extorting via fake enforcement calls. Ajmer Bank employee loses about 9 lakhs, 8.67 lakhs. Retired employee was accused of cybercrime via of WhatsApp call, etc., placed under surveillance and coerced into payments. Then Vadodara's farmer suicide after scam. Farmer suicide led by after losing money in a digital arrest following fake parcel accusation. It was Gujarat. I mean, one farmer lost money in a scam and then he committed suicide. This is one of the worst cases that I've heard. Apart from that, Bengaluru techie case losing a few crores. Supreme Court noted case, elderly woman loses 3.29 crores. A 73-year-old lawyer was duped using forged documents in a digital arrest. The Supreme Court intervened, restricting bail for accused and urging a national anti-scam plan. Celebrity connection. Nagarjuna's family member in Hyderabad, he fell for a digital scam. The details of date and amount is not there. And these examples show that the scam can reach such heights, so many locations, and people transferring money. Okay, my simple answer to the senior citizens who attended this session was to say, if somebody calls you that your income tax, there is a problem, ask them to issue a notice. If they say your electricity will be disconnected, gas will be disconnected, ask them to disconnect it, no problem. If you know you have paid the bill, why would somebody come and disconnect, right? If somebody calls you, saying I'm calling from Enforcement Directorate, Enforcement Directorate may not even know that you exist, right? For example, you get a call from IRDA saying such and such a thing has happened. IRDA does not know you. IRDA deals with the with the insurance companies, right? The SEBI deals with mutual funds. So SEBI will not call to say you invested in the wrong scheme. That is not the job of SEBI. That's not the job of IRDA. So please understand. And if somebody calls, just disconnect. Doesn't matter. If they have to come and arrest you, they'll come to your house and arrest you. Don't worry. And then there'll be genuine ones, right? If anything, go and talk to your police station and say you got such a call, but it'll be a WhatsApp call. They will not be able to trace. That's fine. But don't part with money just because somebody called and threatened you. Thank you.